Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg, and today I will show you how to draw Goku Super Saiyan 5. Let's start after the intro. So guys, before we start, I just want to say that I really appreciate that you guys gave this video a thumb up and that you subscribe to my channel. That really means a lot, so thank you guys. Let's talk about the materials. What we need for this sketch is an A4 size paper, a pencil, an eraser and a ruler. The specific materials I am using are listed in the info box below. Alright, what we are going to do right now is to have the A4 size paper in portrait mode at 10.5 cm. My city's on lockdown. Then we will add a 3 cm guideline for the face at 10 cm. My city's on lockdown. Perfect. That's it. Now we can start drawing Goku Super Saiyan 5. As always, we will start with the eyes. So draw the wrinkles between the eyebrows at the center of the guideline. From the wrinkles, we will draw the eyebrows, using the length of the line to draw the eyebrows. City's on lockdown, yeah. Adding some wrinkles above the eyebrows, and then we can draw the edgy eyes of Goku by using only 3 lines. My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. Drawing the edges of the eyes a little thicker here, because of the transformation. Then we will draw the iris and pupils. Perfect. Now we will draw the nose below the wrinkles of the eyebrows. Right below the nose, we will draw the mouth with a nasty smirk. Adding some wrinkles around the mouth, nose and under the eyes, and then we can draw the face shape. Can't back down for anything. The city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. 2 shots to the head, yeah. Can't go outside, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Looks great. Now drawing the shape of the ears and neck. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Adding some scratches for the face and then drawing the shape of the hairline. Then we can start drawing the hair. The Super Saiyan 5 transformation has long hair just like Super Saiyan 3 has, but with more hair strands in front of the face. Now drawing the shape of the hair strands first and then adding the details to it. That way you will have an easier time to draw and you will do less mistakes. We will also add the details to the ear after that. Same thing on the other side, guys. Drawing the hair strand which covers most of the ear. The flow is 10 toes deep. Can they hear the heat? I hop inside the creek, outside my city. Look, time is catching up to me. Can't take the. Looks great. Now before we move on to the main hair, we will draw the shape of the shoulder and chest part, so we will have an easier time to place the hair right. Perfect. The Super Saiyan 5 transformation is similar to Super Saiyan 4, having some big hair strands in front of the chest. As you can see, I am drawing the shape of the hair strands first, and then I add the details to them. We will continue like that for the entire sketch. My city's on lockdown, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Great. For the main hair, we will give Goku many individual hair strands which are very spiky. As I said, very similar to the hair of Super Saiyan 3. City's on lockdown, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. 2 shots to the head, my city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. Look what's coming up, coming around. By the time someone runs the town, remember when I told you I'll hold it down. I'm searching something new, I need the crown, you know it now. Yeah, I'm using my punchlines as a weapon, I'm not embarrassed to shoot the lyrical gun. Knock, I'm here, go ahead, stand clear. My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. That time someone runs the town, I'm not afraid, I'm unashamed, yeah. Can't back down for anything. My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. 2 shots to the head, yeah. Can't go outside, yeah. and one long, thin and spiky hair strand at the front.
City's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown.
Looks amazing, guys. When we are done with that, we can draw the hair more detailed and adding the hairlines to these strands. I have to say I really don't know much about Dragonball AF. I know it's fan-made and it's quite popular, but that's basically all I know. The design of Super Saiyan 5 is awesome, by the way. I would really appreciate if you guys would explain to me in the comments where Dragonball AF came from.
Shots to the head, man, gotta take these anxiety, man, so I don't feel stressed. Can't go outside yet, everywhere you go is on lockdown. Well, here we go, you know the flow is 10 toes deep. Can you hear the heat? I hop inside the creek, outside my city. Little time is catching up to me, can't take the misery, I feel lonely. I don't care what the rap game thinks of me. Lyrically, I'm coming through, spilling the truth, ayy. Can't back down for anything, I'm using my faith, you know the name, ayy. Prince Ray, I'm from Arkansas, yeah, I can't wait. I gotta play safe, I have a date of destiny, yeah. I pray to God this is meant for me, yeah. My city's on lockdown, they say I'm the chosen one. Look who's running the town, as I'm running through the rap game, ayy. My city's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright. Most of the hair is complete, and now we will move on to the torso, drawing the rest of the upper body very lightly.
City's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Two shots to the head, my city's on lockdown. Can't go outside, yeah. Look what's coming up, coming around. By the time someone runs the town, remember when I told you I'll hold it down. I'm searching something new, I need the crown, you know it now. Yeah, I'm using my punchlines as a weapon. I'm not embarrassed, just shoot the lyrical gun. Knock, I'm here, go ahead, stand clear. My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. By the time someone runs the town, I'm not afraid, I'm unashamed, yeah.
Perfect. Now we can draw the details, starting with the chest. The Super Saiyan 5 transformation has covered Goku and fur almost completely, just like Super Saiyan 4. The chest and abs are free of fur though, so drawing the chest very muscular as usual and adding the details to the neck.
My city's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah.
Perfect. For the abs, actually only the upper abs are visible, so we will draw it that way. Great. The shoulders and arms are hairy, and to give it the hairy effect, just watch how I do it. It's basically very simple, using some various lines here as you can see. For the arms, as you can see, I drew the fists up, but I decided to keep the arms relaxed, just like I keep the characters in the previous tutorials. Sorry for that, guys.
I'm a city, look, time is catching up to me. Can't take the misery, I feel lonely. I don't care what the rap game thinks of me. Lyrically, I'm coming through, spilling the truth, ayy. Can't back down for anything, I'm using my faith, you know the name, ayy. Prince Ray, I'm from Arkansas, yeah, I can't wait. I gotta play safe, I have a date of destiny, yeah. I pray to...
So, drawing the arm more detailed and adding the muscles to it.
Look who's running the town, as I'm running through the rap game, ayy. My city's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah.
And before we draw the fur on the arm, we will draw the bracelet to Goku's forearm and the bandage on the upper arm.
Down, yeah. Look who's coming around. My city's on lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Two shots to the head, my city's on lockdown. Can't go outside, yeah. Look what's coming up.
Great. Now we can add the fur the same way as before, using some various lines along with the muscles.
You know it now. Yeah, I'm using my punchlines as a weapon. I'm not embarrassed to shoot the lyrical gun. Knock, knock, I'm here. Go ahead, stand.
Amazing. Same thing on the other arm.
Yeah, that time someone runs to town. I'm not afraid. I'm unashamed. Yeah. Can't back down for anything. The city's on lockdown. Can't go outside, yeah. 2 shots to the head. Yeah, can't go outside, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. My city's on lockdown, lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah.
You can actually use a ruler, just as I do here, to check if everything is at the same level.
Shots to the head, man. Gotta take these anxiety, man, so I don't feel stressed. Can't go outside yet. Everywhere you go is on lockdown. Well, here we go.
Perfect. Continuing with the various lines for the hairy effect on the arm.
Outside my city, look, time is catching up to me. Can't take the misery, I feel lonely. I don't care what the rap game thinks of me. Lyrically, I'm coming through, spilling the truth. Ayy, can't back down for anything. I'm using my faith.
Very good. Now before we draw the abdominal area, we will draw the belt. Drawing the shape first and then adding the details to it.
This is meant for me. Yeah, my city's on lockdown. They say I'm the chosen one. Look who's running the town as I'm running through the rap game. Ayy. My city's on lockdown, lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. My city's on lockdown, lockdown, yeah. Look who's coming around.
Just like that, guys. Now we can add the fur to the abdominal area the same way we did for the arms.
On lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. 2 shots to the head. My city's on lockdown. Can't go outside, yeah.
Very good. Now we will draw the hair behind Goku's back. Big hair strands here.
I'm searching something new. I need the crown. You know it now. Yeah, I'm using my punchlines as a weapon. I'm not embarrassed to shoot the lyrical gun. Knock, knock, I'm here. Go ahead, stand clear. My city's on lockdown. Can't go outside, yeah. That time someone runs to town. I'm not afraid. I'm unashamed. Yeah.
And we will finish the upper part of Goku with adding some scratches to the chest and abs.
Yeah. 2 shots to the head.
Great. We will continue with drawing the shape of Goku's clothes and hands. Goku's hands are shaped into a fist, which will be seen from the side.
Yeah. My city's on lockdown. Yeah. Lockdown. Yeah.
Perfect. Now we can draw the bracelets more detailed. They have a very simple design with 3 big rings.
Shots to the head, man. Gotta take these anxiety, man, so I don't feel stressed. Can't go outside yet. Everywhere you go is on lockdown. Well, here we go. You know the flow is 10 toes deep. Can you hear the heat? I hop inside the creek.
Just like that. Same process on the other side, guys.
Take the misery, I feel lonely. I don't care what the rap game thinks of me. Lyrically, I'm coming through, spilling the truth. Ayy, can't back down for anything. I'm using my faith, you know the name. Ayy, Prince Ray. I'm from Arkansas, yeah, I can't wait. I gotta play safe. I have a date of destiny. Yeah, I pray to God this is meant for me. Yeah, my city's on lockdown. They say I'm the chosen one. Look who's running the town as I'm running through the rap game. Ayy. My city's on lockdown, lockdown, yeah, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. My city's on lockdown, lockdown, yeah. Look who's coming around. City's on.
Perfect. Now to the clothes. Goku Super Saiyan 5 has a loose garment over his pants. To make it look loose, we will add some various wrinkles to it.
My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. Look what's coming up, coming around. By the time someone runs the town, remember when I told you I'll hold it down. I'm searching something new, I need the crown, you know it now. Yeah, I'm using my punchlines as a weapon, I'm not embarrassed, just shoot the lyrical gun. Knock knock, I'm here, go ahead, stand clear. My city's on lockdown, can't go outside, yeah. By the time someone runs the town.
And some details to the lower part.
I'm unashamed, yeah. Can't back down for anything. The city's on lockdown, can't go outside.
Just like that. The pants are very wide and loose as usual.
Can't go outside, yeah. My city's on lockdown, yeah. Lockdown, yeah. My city's on lockdown.
Now finishing up the sketch with drawing the remaining hair strands behind Goku's back and drawing the tail.
Down, yeah.
As you can see, I draw the shape of the tail first and then I add some various lines to it to give the tail the hairy effect. Perfect guys, sketch done, let's take a look.
2 shots to the head, man, got it.
Alright, it looks very good. The design is really badass. Now we can move on to the inking. The pen I'm using is from Copic. I like to use the 0.05mm strength because it allows me to work very accurate. And as the inking is a huge aspect of my art, it has to be very accurate. As you guys know from my other tutorials, there is not much I can tell you about the process of the inking. It's actually very simple. As you can see, I just go over all the lines. By doing that, I take my time, I am very relaxed and I just have fun doing it. No rush, no pressure, just having a good time with my art.
We can go to war, I'm focused on my dollars while you focus is it forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can afford. Thought you were ahead, I had it going straight to thought he wasn't touchable. Thought he wasn't touchable. I had him there is multiple. I had him there is multiple. He wanted to get dysfunctional. Wanna get. Thought your crew was down, they so easily corruptible. Think again was coins that they flipping and they change face. Put my gear in overdrive and let his whip change pace. You going backward, how you think you in my lane? How you leech off someone and say it's your fame? I never slack, spend some money next time it back. I'm on the attack, made money rapping, you just selling packs. I need to relax, yo best shit my average track. This shit is whack, if you step to me, step up with facts. I'm the guy your girl on the text now. See this, send me pictures with her breasts out. Try and play games in the west south. Mess with me, get your eyes X'd out. Ayy, we could go to war. Focus on my dollars while you focus is it forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had it going straight to score. We could go to war. I'm focused on my dollars while you focus is it forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had it going straight to score. Being good was a qualification. I ain't hating, it just ain't better than what I'm making. 4 AM I'm writing, for my dream I'm slaving. They ask me, why is this the dream that you chase? Cause I had enough. I remember times when my parents had it tough, so I try my best to be aware and stay up out of cuffs. I don't want to, but I get into a scuff. A lot of people fake their pain, come and call my bluff. 9 to 5, I have to go by at 9. So I rather pass the time, make that better than crime. But you do what you do, cause you gotta stay alive. A lot of folks out here can't even live to 25.
Perfect. First layer of ink is done. Now we will erase all the pencil lines. When you do the erasing, make sure you do this controlled as well. If you do it too fast, you can crumble the paper and your drawing is ruined. So take your time here as well.
Dollars while you focus is it forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had it going straight to score.
If you are following me for a while, you know that I always do a second layer of ink for my drawings. I do this because the thicker lines gives the drawing a very unique look and the line work stands out. To make the thicker lines, I just go over all the lines with the same pen, but even more controlled and even slower. You have to be very patient when you are doing this, because it's very easy to make the lines too thick. Too thick lines will ruin the ink. So take your time here as well. Move the paper around if you need to keep your hand comfortable.
South. Mess with me, get your eyes X'd out. Hey, we could go to war. Focus on my dollars while your focus is forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had to go and shake the score. We could go to war. I'm focused on my dollars while your focus is forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had to go and shake the score. Thought he wasn't touchable. Thought he wasn't touchable. I had him there as multiple. I had him there as multiple. He wanted to get dysfunctional. Wanna get. Thought your crew was down, they so easily corruptible. Think again was coins that they flipping and they change face. Put my gear in overdrive and let his whip change pace. You going backward, how you think you in my lane? How you leech up someone and say it's your fame? I never slack. Spend some money next, they made it back. I'm on the attack. Made money rapping, you just selling packs. I need to relax. Yo, best shit, my average track. This shit is whack. If you step to me, step up with facts. I'm the guy a girl on the text now. See this, send me pictures with her breasts out. Try and play games in the west south. Mess with me, get your eyes X'd out. Hey, we could go to war. Focus on my dollars while your focus is forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had to go and shake the score. We could go to war. I'm focused on my dollars while your focus is forward. Stop worrying about what I got, all of this you can't afford. Thought you were ahead, I had to go and shake it back to being good was.
Perfect guys, the line work looks great, and as you can see the thicker lines are amazing. I just love it. Now we are ready to color this piece, but not with Copics this time. I will use Ohuhu Brush Markers, which I have received from Ohuhu. I'm very curious about these markers, so let's see what we got.
To a scuff, a lot of people fake they pay, come and call my bluff. And on the 5, I have to go by a 9. So I ride to pass the time, make that better than crime. But you do what you do.
Alright, we got a bag with 120 markers inside, and we got a sketchbook.
I'm the guy a girl on the text now. See this, send me pictures with her breasts out.
The design is actually very good. I think I will use this for warming up for my drawings.
Hey, we could go to war. Focus on my dollars while your focus is forward.
But let's see what's inside the bag.
Thought you were ahead, I had to go and shake the score. We could go to war. I'm focused on my dollars while your focus is forward. Stop worrying.
Okay, that looks very good. 120 markers means a very good color selection. The design is very similar to the normal Ohuhu markers, but these have a brush tip and a normal broad tip, which I think nobody really uses. The Ohuhu markers are way cheaper than Copics. 120 Ohuhu markers costs around 100 euros. For comparison, 72 Copic Cho markers costs around 250 euros, if not even more. Huge difference. But we will check the difference in quality right now. So, that's what we got right now guys. Big thanks for the art supply. You can find direct links to the exact same products I got here in the info box below. Alright, we will start with the eyes, using the red marker with a number R4. Then we will add shadows to the eyes with CG2. For the thicker parts of the eyes, we will use CG204 and the white gel pen to add a dot to each iris. Then we are using CG2 again for the eyebrows. Now to the hair, starting with the brightest color tone for the gray hair, which is CG200. I will demonstrate the coloring with the hair strands in front of the face.
These days, social media tries to manipulate how we feel. Suicide got kids in the fields, yeah.
For the shading we will use CG2 again, going along with the hairlines to place the shades.
Get left on red, drowning in your own regrets, living yourself upset and depressed. Yeah, we all think about an ex. Today it seems it's all about sex. Go get drunk at the bar, and the next day you forget about who they are. Go claim someone new, and the whole cycle restarts. We all don't want a broken heart. Yeah, we all don't want a broken heart. I gotta move on. I know that you're gone, I know that you're gone.
Great. The next darker gray tone will be CG204, adding big shades to the hair and to the eyebrows.
Just wanna feel something real. Don't know where this road is headed. I made so many mistakes along the way, let some people in. Got hurt a couple of times, giving up my heart. Yeah, it's hard to trust. I know, I need God each and every day of my life, even night. I wanna open up my eyes wide open and let Him in. Please, God, I need the strength to let go of this pain that's weighing me down. I know the true love is found in You. I open up the Bible to understand the truth. Yeah, I just don't know what went wrong. I know I gotta move on.
And the darkest color tone for the hair is CG208. Using this one lightly along with the hairlines to give the hair more definition.
You're gone, I know that you're gone. I gotta move on. I don't know what went wrong. I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. I gotta move on.
Perfect. And then I like to do a second layer of the coloring, which gives the drawing a digital effect. I love to color that way. So guys, that's the way we will color the entire hair of Goku, using the same order of color tones for the next 10 strands. And I have to say, the markers are amazing. The colors are very vibrant and strong. The brush tip also fits me very well. The brush tip is a little stronger than a Copic Show marker brush tip, but I really like that. What do you think about these markers, guys? Let me know in the comments.
Give up, does love come with a price? I don't know what's fake or real these days. Social media tries to manipulate how we feel. Suicide got kids in the fields, yeah. I've had a friend who gotten killed from overdosing on pills. When nobody cares, you get left on red. Drowning in your own regrets, leaving yourself upset and depressed. Yeah, we all think about an ex. Today it seems it's all about sex. Go get drunk at the bar and the next day you forget about who they are. Go claim someone new and the whole cycle restarts. We all don't want a broken heart. Yeah, we all don't want a broken heart. I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. I gotta move on. I don't know what went wrong. I just wanna feel something real. Don't know where this road is headed. I made so many mistakes along the way.
Perfect. Continuing just like that for the hair, starting with the brightest color tone and working towards the darkest tone. And we are still using the hairlines as orientation to place these shades. And if you have not given this video a thumb up yet, do it right now guys, and help me to reach a bigger audience with my videos.
Finding You, I open up the Bible to understand the truth. Yeah, I just don't know what went wrong. I know I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. Yeah. I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. I gotta move on. I don't know what went wrong. I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. I gotta move on. I don't know what went wrong. Maybe I'll be single for the rest of my life, and maybe I'll never get to find a wife. As time goes by, I'll just sit here and lay on my bed and cry, reminisce about all the times I almost wanted to give up. Does love come with a price? I don't know what's fake or real these days. Social media tries to manipulate how we feel. Suicide got kids in the fields, yeah. I've had a friend who gotten killed from overdosing on pills. When nobody cares, you get left on gone red. Drowning in your own regrets, leaving yourself upset and depressed. Yeah, we all think about an ex. Today it seems it's all about sex. Go get drunk at the bar, and the next day you forget about who they are. Go claim someone new, and the whole cycle restarts. We all don't want a broken heart. Yeah, we all don't want a broken heart.
So, now we will color the rest of the hair. You know how it goes, so let's do it, guys.
That you're gone, I gotta move on, move on. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. I just wanna feel something real. Don't know where this road is headed. I made so many mistakes along the way, let some people in. Got hurt a couple of times, giving up my heart. Yeah, it's hard to trust. I know, I need God each and every day of my life, even night. I wanna open up my eyes wide open and let him in. Please, God, I need the strength to let go of this pain that's weighing me down. I know the true love is found in you. I open up the Bible to understand the truth. Yeah, I just don't know what went wrong. I know I gotta move on. I know that you're gone. I know that you're gone. Yeah. I gotta move on, move on. I know that you're gone. I know that you're gone. I gotta move on, move on. I don't know what went wrong. I gotta move on, move on.
Perfect. Now continuing with the skin. The skin of Goku Super Saiyan 5 has a little reddish touch. The brightest color tone we are using is R18, leaving small white parts on the face for the shiny effect later on. For the shading we will use BR3. We will use the face features and the wrinkles to place the shading.
Cause this is how a psycho rapper rips a beat apart. No hesitation, I bust MCs going way back to the start. I'm first to death, it's no competition, no contest. When I become the best, the greatest alive to ever do it, I do this till I DIE. Listen to the intermission, the second the speed as my flow glistens. Every minute I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rain Man back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, like caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change. As a representation to give your family your time. Searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown in your prime.
Just like that. The next darker skin tone will be YR5. We are using this marker also along with the face features, but more lightly.
And they call you profound, no matter how mainstream you was, in the end you're still underground. That's true, feeling like a letdown. I'm coming for the crown. You think success will make you happy? You think success will make you happy? Yeah, you think success is gonna make it happy? Where's the hype? I'm on the climb, no hesitation. I've been the GOAT, the greatest.
And the darkest color tone is WG09. We are using this one very lightly, just to add some small dark highlights to the skin. Now we will do the second layer of coloring and then adding some blood to these scratches with a red and black color pencil.
I've been overworking for weeks. I purchased some things that may not fill my needs. I go home, the internet into my room, listening to these beats. Yeah, real hip hop. Underground. I'm the kid who chases dreams, his dreams. Yeah, I don't have time to wait.
Very good. I love it. We will continue the same way for the neck. Same order of color tones.
Rayman.
I try to see the future. Yo, I'm gonna show you how real hip hop is. Yo, I'm young Rayman. Yo.
Spare fry, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God gives me.
Perfect. Next step, the chest and abs. Starting with the brightest color tone, R18, and covering the entire area, but leaving some white parts.
Start, I'm first to death. It's no competition, no contest.
Then we are using BR3 for the shading. Again, along with the muscles and the definition.
In the second the speed as my flow glistens. Every minute I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rain Man back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change. As a representation to give your family your time. Searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown in your prime. Ay.
Now adding some darker shading with YR5. Guys, I really have to say the markers are amazing. Look at the vibrant skin colors.
No matter how mainstream you was, in the end you're still underground. That's true, feeling like a letdown. I'm coming for the crown. You think success will make you happy? You think success will make you happy? Yeah, you think success is...
After we added small dark highlights, we will do a second layer of the colors and then adding some blood to these scratches.
I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Drag a can of gasoline and pour it all out on this rapper's self-esteem. I'll light it all up so everyone can notice me. I hate no more, so I act differently. What is perfect, not me. I've been overworking for weeks. I purchased some.
I am using a red pigment liner for the blood.
Into my room, listening to this beat.
Alright, same process for the hands, guys. Using the same colors with the same order.
I'm the kid who chases dreams, hands dreams. Yeah, I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Hey, hey, I'm young Rain Man, Rain Man.
I try to see the future. Yo, I'ma show you how real hip hop is. Yo, I'm young Rain Man. Yo.
I spare fries, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God gives me another chance because this.
Perfect. It looks amazing so far. Now to the fun part, the fur.
No hesitation, I bust MCs going way back to the start. I'm first to death, it's no competition, no.
Starting with BG3 and covering the arm completely, but we are leaving white parts on the fur as well. As you can see, I'm using the marker like a real brush to give the fur the hairy effect.
Way of young Rain Man back in those days, yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change. As a representation to give your family your time, searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown in your prime. Hey, shout out to the city of Conway, my hometown. The more I get on the mic, haters criticize cause I'm white. They don't.
For the shading, we are using BG203. Make sure to use the marker like a brush, as you can see, that way I can manage to give the fur the hairy effect. Also pay attention to go with the flow of the fur.
You think success will make you happy? Yeah, you think success is gonna make it happy? Where's the hype? I'm on the climb, no hesitation. I've been the GOAT, the greatest. I'm the kid who chased his dreams. I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Drag a can of gasoline and pour it all out on this rapper's self-esteem. I'll light it all up so everyone can notice me. I hate no more, so I act differently. What is perfect, not me. I've been overworked.
Looks great. Now we are using BG205 to add some even darker shades.
Listening to these beats,
Yeah, real hip hop. Underground.
I'm the kid who chases dreams, hands dreams. Yeah, I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Hey, hey, I'm young Rain Man.
Perfect. And now we will do some blending with the markers we used previously, which are BG3 and BG203.
How real hip hop is. Yo, I'm young Rain Man. Yo.
I spare fries, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God gives me another chance because there's no medication for this track. Cause this is how a psycho rapper rips a beat apart. No hesitation, I bust MCs going with.
I love it. This is how you color the fur, guys. Same process for the abdominal area. And if you want me to upload this drawing as a real-time drawing video on my second channel, make sure to give this video a like and let me know, guys.
I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rain Man back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change. As a representation to give your family your time, searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown.
Perfect. Now to the other arm. Using the same technique here as well, with the same order of color tones. Again, using the brush tip with the flow of the fur to make it look really hairy.
How mainstream you was, in the end you're still underground. That's true, feeling like a letdown. I'm coming for the crown. You think success will make you happy? You think success will make you happy? Yeah, you think success is gonna make it happy? Where's the hype? I'm on the climb, no hesitation. I've been the GOAT, the greatest. I'm the kid who chased his dreams. I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money.
Some more blending and then we are almost done.
On this rapper self-esteem, I'll light it all up so everyone can notice me. I hate.
Now to the rest of the fur on the tail and hands. Still using the same technique and the same order of color tones. You can do it, so let's go guys.
To my room, listening to these beats.
Yeah, real hip hop. Underground.
I'm the kid who chases dreams, his dreams. Yeah, I don't have time to wait, could care less about the money and fame. Hey, I'm young Rayman.
I try to see the future.
Very good guys, I love it. Now to the last part, the closes. Starting with the bandage, using P4 and P5 for the outer part.
Spear fry, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God gives me another chance. Because there's no medication for this track. Cause this is how a psycho rapper rips a beat apart. No hesitation.
For the main part of the bandage, the color numbers we need are visible at the screen right now.
Contest when I become the best, the greatest alive to ever do it. I do this till like DIE. Listen to the intermission, the second the speed as my flow glistens. Every minute I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rayman back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change.
Great, now to the belt. We need two brown tones which are BR1 and Y13.
Hey, shout out to the city of Conway, my hometown. The more I get on the mic, haters criticize cause I'm white. They don't love you till you're dead, then they call you profound.
For the belt buckle, we are using the black marker 120 and the gray tones CG5 and CG2.
Crown, you think success will make you happy? You think success will make you happy?
Perfect. Now we will color the purple bracelets, starting with the brightest color tone P3. Then we are using P4 for the shading.
His dreams, I don't have time to wait. Cooking less about the money and fame. Drag a can of gasoline and pour it all out on this rapper self.
Great. And the darkest purple tone is P5. And we are coloring the rings with only P4 and P5.
I've been overworking for weeks. I purchased some things that may not fill my needs. I go home, the internet into my room, listening to these beats.
Yeah, real hip hop.
Perfect guys, now doing the second layer and that's it. Very simple. Same for the other side.
I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Hey, I'm young Rayman.
I try to see the future.
You can also give me some inspiration for future tutorials guys. Which character should I draw next? Let me know in the comments.
Spear fry, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God gives me another chance. Because there's no medication for this track. Cause this is how a psycho rapper rips a beat apart. No hesitation, I bust MCs going way back to the start. I'm fresh to death.
Great, now to the green garment. Using GY1 on the outer part of the wrinkles and then using G3 to color the rest.
In the speed as my flow glistens, every minute I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rayman back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He pray to God, he wishes life would change. As a representation to give your family your time. Searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown in your prime. Hey, shout out to the city of Conway, my hometown. The more I get on the mic, haters criticize cause I'm white. They don't love you till you're dead, then they call you profound. No matter how mainstream you was, in the end you're still underground. That's true, feeling like a letdown. I'm coming for the crown.
Now we will do the shading with G1. We are using the wrinkles here as well to place these shades.
Yeah, you think success is gonna make it happy? Where's the hype? I'm on the climb, no hesitation. I've been a GOAT, the greatest. I'm the kid who chased his dreams. I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Drag a can of gasoline and pour it all out on this rapper self-esteem. I'll light it all up so everyone can notice me. I hate no more, so I act differently. What is perfect, not me. I've been overworking for weeks. I purchased some things that may not fill my needs. I go home.
Very good. And the darkest tone for the garment is G7. Using this one also along with the wrinkles, but more lightly, just to add some more definition into it.
His dreams. Yeah, I don't have time to wait, cooking less about the money and fame. Hey.
Very nice. Now we will finish the green part with a second layer of coloring.
Yo, I'ma show you how real hip hop is. Yo, I'm young Rain Man. Yo.
I spare fries, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet.
For the lower detailed part of the garment, we will use Y11, Y9 and BR2. But for small and unimportant areas like that, you don't have to use the exact same color tones, guys. Just find some colors which are similar to this.
It's alive, they ever do it. I do this till like DIE. Listen to the intermission, the second the speed as my flow glistens. Every minute I'll become a die-hard lyricist. The story of young Rain Man back in those days. Yeah, welfare and food stamps, not caring about a thing. He prayed to God, he wished his life would change. As a representation to give your family your time. Searching for love in the industry, you'll be a letdown in your prime. Ay, shout out to the city of Conway, my hometown. The more I get on the mic, haters criticize cause I'm white. They don't love you till you're dead, then they call you profound. No matter how mainstream you was, in the end you're still underground.
Alright guys, now to the last part, the pants. Starting with PG203 and coloring the outer part of the pants. Then we are coloring the rest of the pants with PB11.
Make it happy, where's the hype? I'm on the climb, no hesitation. I've been a goat, the greatest, I'm the kid who chased this.
And for the shading we are using BG209.
Take a can of gasoline and pour it all out on this rapper's self-esteem. I'll light it all up so everyone can notice me. I hate no more, so I act differently. What is perfect, not me. I've been overworking for weeks. I purchased some things that may not fill my needs. I go home, the internet into my room, listening to these beats.
Yeah, real hip hop. Underground.
I'm the kid who chases.
Just like that guys. Same process for the other side. You can do it, so let's go.
Fame, ay, ay. I'm young Rain Man, Rain Man.
I try to see the future. Yo, I'ma show you how real hip hop is. Yo, I'm young Rain Man. Yo.
I spare fries, so demonic, radical like a money. I'm running fast like I'm Sonic. There's even skeletons in my closet that pray God.
Last touch and then we are done guys. Let's take a look at the final result.
How a psycho rapper rips a beat apart.
And I think the final result is amazing guys. I really love how this one turned out. This is maybe my favorite drawing I have done for a tutorial so far. The design of Super Saiyan 5 is just epic. It reminds me of Tekken. The combination of the fur and the long hair is badass. But the drawing itself is also great. The coloring is on point, the line work is clean, and everything else turned out great. But what do you think of this drawing guys? Let me know in the comments below. And big thanks to everyone who gave this video a like and subscribe to my channel. That really means a lot to me. Let me know in the comments what kind of tutorials you want to see next, and make sure to subscribe to my real-time drawing channel. Email me for commission and check out my online shop for original drawings and prints. The links to the Ohuhu Brush Markers are in the info box below guys. I can totally recommend them. As you can see, they are amazing and they are also cheap. If you are searching for a cheap Copic alternative, there you go. That's it guys. Thank you for watching and I see you on the next video. Until then, stay healthy, stay fit, be a good person, be you, and always remember, you are the designer of your own life.